Duality is defined as the state of having two opposite parts. In spiritual terms, it is said that everything is on a continuum and has a complementary opposite within the whole. In other words, there may be two sides of a coin, but there's only one coin. Hello all, and welcome to this week's meeting. I stand here with you as a grateful recovering addict. As some of you know, I am now an addictions counselor, but I came from right where all of you are sitting. Today, I'd like to open the meeting by talking about the concept of duality. For the sake of recovery and healing, I believe it is important that we hone in on our most prominent dualities. It's safe to say, addicts, all people really, struggle with good versus bad. So it's about acknowledging that for some of us, the possibility of true light can only appear when the dark has overtaken us. It's important we ask ourselves, what are these two sides of me? When did this separation happen? Why did it happen? And how can I become whole again?
Bro, did you hear me? That white shit'll kill you.
Nah, fuck that. It builds strong bones.
You're so fucking brainwashed.
Here we go.
Milk, my friend, actually leaches the calcium from our bones. You know, people who drink a shit ton of milk have a way higher chance of having bone fractures. You know, not mentioning the prostate and ovarian cancer. You know, and those cows, those intelligent and majestic beasts are all jacked up in antibiotics so they can keep them alive and producing in those disgusting fucking factory farms. Humans are meant to drink our mother's milk. Our bodies aren't designed to drink other animals' milk. Why do you think such a huge part of the population is lactose intolerant? Right?
It's quite obvious that you just watched an extremely biosphere porn documentary. Let me guess, it cites a few studies that support their agenda, sprinkled with dramatic sound bites from vegan health specialists and animal rights freedom fighters. I've been drinking milk all my life and look at me. I'm fine.
Whatever you say.
Always check your sources.
Who are your sources? The fucking dairy industry?
Okay, fair enough. Let's say you're right and I switch to almond milk because that's so much better, right? The almond industry are good people, right? Could do no harm, right?
Right.
Wrong! What about the bees, man? What about the fucking bees? The bees pollinate the almond crops. The crops are dosed with pesticides. The crops are killing the bees. Some vegan you are. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Whatever. I mostly drink cashew now anyways.
Life of the party. I mean, up for anything, anytime. Friends of mine knew if they were looking to dance until the sun came up, I was their guy. I had the booze, I had the drugs. For a long time, I was having a great time. Surrounded by people like me that just wanted to have fun. And I was fun. Until I wasn't. I have no idea when that changed. It was like, without me even realizing it, the party ended. You know, I don't believe everyone's rock bottom looks the same. I wasn't homeless on the streets. I hadn't alienated every person around me. Yet. I wasn't in a psych ward or a hospital bed. I was just sitting alone one morning in my apartment that I was still barely holding on to. I hadn't slept. Awake going on 72 hours. I was high, drunk, and sick. And I thought, I would rather be dead than feel this way. And I meant it. I would rather be dead. It was at this moment in my fog that I finally had a clear thought. Who am I? What have I become? Because this isn't me. It can't be. I want to live. Actually, it was simpler than that. I wanted to want to live. I needed to want to live again.
Scary, isn't it? This whole moment of revelation thing. Makes it sound so simple. Deciding to get sober didn't happen in just one moment. It just so happens that the final moment is extra powerful, so of course it gets all the credit, right? Revelation makes it sound so glamorous. But really, the concept is super unstable. Like, super flimsy. If it only took one moment to save yourself, it could just as easily take one moment to self-destruct again.
Like we've leaped from one wobbly drunk platform to another. Sober, but still very wobbly platform, and we could fall off at any time.
Exactly. That just doesn't work for me. I prefer to see it as years of many moments building up to that one final moment. Like tiny baby awakenings before the big mama bear awakening. I feel like I've been paving my road for years. Now, I may have been doing it drunk, high, and in a thunderstorm, but I was paving it nonetheless. Now, the sun's out. And I'm still paving that road, but I can actually see what's up ahead of me. But I wouldn't be here, now, paving this part of my road with all of these new tools if I hadn't built up that road behind me. I guess I'm just saying, I think every moment deserves to be called a revelation. Every moment is a shining star in my night sky.
You sound high.
I don't know when. I just remember at some point realizing that I wasn't controlling my pain with the medication anymore. The meds were controlling me. Kind of feels like your body's been hijacked. Can't even tell if the original source of pain exists anymore. Or if my body is so addicted to that shit it literally creates more pain. I can tell it's hungry for something. So sometimes I try and starve it. That's always fun. I mean, I can get through it without meds. It's fucking hell, but I can do it.
The pain isn't the worst part. It's not knowing when the pain will end. Sometimes it lasts 1 day. Sometimes 3 or 5. I never know, and it's basically torture. 3 days every couple weeks for 10 years of your life is a lot of time spent in bed in agony. Puking every hour, barely able to walk, or move, or be still. Or you just take a pill. A little white pill. You just pop it out of its foil wrapping. It's super easy. This small yet powerful little guy dissolves under your tongue. And within hours, it dissolves the searing, stabbing pain in your head that is ruining your life. It's like a beautiful shortcut to freedom. Until your body wants more. And it will want more. So the cycle continues.
Don't be alarmed. I am here to take care of you. You should not have to go through this on your own. My company is on the forefront of pharmaceutical advancement in pain management. Let's take some time to figure out what attributes you're looking for to best meet your needs.
In my field of work, we focus on the inherent connection between mind and body. A suppressed emotional experience, or trauma, that hasn't been fully integrated can have a significant negative effect on our nervous system. That emotional suppression disguises itself as muscle tension. And because our body is an energy field, and each emotion has its own vibrational frequency, when we experience an intense emotion or trauma, our bodies become consumed by that frequency. Our energy field becomes warped, which leads to the distortion of our body's connective tissues.
Let me guess. You've been vomiting all day. Light and sound are unbearable, and your head feels like it's going to explode, right? Hey, I get it. Here, take some first samples on me. Our studies show that they work wonders on migraines. Just don't take too many, as they will cause migraines. These benzodiazepines will help you with your insomnia and anxiety. The drowsiness can take 12 hours to wear off, so follow it up with a couple Adderall in the morning and you'll be good to go. Just keep in mind, side effects may include loss of appetite, dry mouth, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, diarrhea, fever, death, insomnia, and headaches. But don't worry, we've got you covered. We have something for everything. Ooh!
My favorite combos.
When our muscles tighten and our tissues restrict, our body forms a kind of armor in an attempt to protect itself. But in doing so, some of those emotions become trapped. And the longer they remain trapped, the sicker we become. So, what we're going to do today is help you release some of those trapped emotions.
The anger and the hurt, all mixed up and confused, just oozed out of me. I shook uncontrollably like I was possessed or something. How could you do this to me? To you, to us? I felt betrayed. Personally betrayed. But it was like there were two people inside my head. The girlfriend who had been wronged and deceived, and then the fellow addict who had sat through so many seminars in treatment centers, family counseling sessions, and meetings just like this one. So I knew in my heart that none of this was personal. This person who I love, staring at the ground, his constricted pupils and emotionless expression had succumbed to impossible demons with no intention of hurting me or anyone else. I felt like I knew too much and yet knew nothing of what to do now. The anger came in waves, lashing out at him whenever it wanted, and I felt justified in that. But under all of that was this selfish feeling. You left me. You left me to do this all by myself. Clean and sober, and hopelessly lonely.
What are you thinking about? It's only 2 weeks. Not even 10 days.
If I trust you completely, which I do, if I have no reason to worry, which I don't, and if I am, in fact, really excited to get some time alone, why does it still scare me when you leave? Why is my chest so tight right now? It hurts to take a full breath, and this voice is nagging me.
What's it saying?
I don't know. It's muffled and far away. It doesn't feel like mine.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's something from your past or something you haven't fully resolved.
Yeah, I guess.
Sometimes I think we hold on to stuff from our past because we think it keeps us safe, as if the fear of the things that happens to us acts as protection against it happening again. You might have to dive deep in this one, babe. Navigate through some of the dark shit, the hard parts. To find what's holding you back. I think you know. Whatever wall you build to keep you safe is actually keeping you prisoner. There's a guy. He talks about it all. He gets into things like the laws of attraction. Basically, the more we fear something, the more likely we'll manifest it into our lives. I'll send you a link. Watch it. He's good. Could help.
Fear is a dark cloud inside the mind, splitting us into two parts, creating a separation from self. This is your ego. Love in here creates love in life. Fear in here creates fear in life. Your ego is a master manipulator. It is the virus in your software. It will commandeer your boat and steer it straight into the storm. Ego will encourage you to hold your traumas close, convince you it's for your own survival. Ego thrives in the dark. Remember, darkness is simply the absence of light. So let us find the light switch. Anger is fear. Fear filters truth. Remove the filter.
Wish I could do this for you, but I can't. It's fucking broken. I've been broken for too long. I can't be fixed. This is just who I am. You have to listen to me.
You promise.
I'm a fucking liar, okay? I don't want to get clean. I want to do drugs. I will always want to do drugs.
Don't leave. Let me help you.
I don't want your help.
You did it before. Let me help you.
I don't want help. Where the fuck is it?
What?
My fucking wallet? Where the fuck?
What wallet?
My wallet! It was here. It's the cash, my fucking money. It's mine, and I had it with me. I need the, I remember, specifically, I remember putting it there, the rest of my stuff. Remember last night when I put it right here? Right here? You saw it, you saw me do it.
You don't use a wallet! You don't use a wallet.
Did you fucking take it?
Let me help you, I want
I don't want help, I want to get high!
I'm scared.
Do not identify this feeling. Separate yourself from fear and observe it from a new perspective.
Bye.
Listen for truth. Be the love. Live in light.
I love you. I had gone for a walk to get some fresh air. I found a beautiful old tree. I lay down on the earth at the base of it and looked up. A calm washed over me, and I remembered. As a baby, my mother would hold me in her arms, and I'd be mesmerized by the trees against the sky, and I would instantly be at peace. She would say to me, "Remember, you always have the trees." So I'm there. I take a deep breath. And I pray to whatever is out there that is bigger than me. That was the moment I felt the roots of the trees on my back, holding me like my mother's arms. I could feel the earth below connecting me to the sky above, the wind moving through the leaves, making the shadows dance across my face, the birds nearby and the voices of strangers in the distance. I realized I was connected to everything and every being, and connected to this deep love for it all. I don't know if you'd call it a spiritual awakening, but something inside me woke up that day.
Today, I will ask you to simultaneously experience two opposite thoughts. The purpose being to integrate the two polarities causing contention in your life. Let's begin. I want you to picture the two polarities you wish to focus on today. Let's begin with your left side. Remember a time you felt those negative feelings the strongest. Feel your dark side. Feel it fully. Magnify it. And make it real. Now move to the right side. Remember a time you felt those positive feelings the strongest. Feel your light side. Feel it fully. Magnify it. And make it real. Feel your dark side. Feel it fully. Magnify it. Feel your light side. Feel it fully. Magnify it. Now feel your light side and your dark side at the same time.
You scare me.
No matter how far I get from you, I feel drawn to you. Sometimes it makes me feel strong, thinking about how far I've come.
Sometimes I feel there's a limit to how far I can go.
But then sometimes you feel so dangerous to me. Like I can't trust you, so how can I truly trust myself? I've worked so hard to get here. There's so much ahead. I can feel it. I just want to keep moving forward.
The fear of the unknown is so much scarier than anything else I've been through. So I sabotage it all, so I can start over again. Because I know that part. I know what's back there. It's familiar. But this feels different.
You look different.
I barely recognize you.
It's as if the more I change,
the more I change.
I think that's good. I think I understand you better.
You're not so scary anymore.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I used to think that I needed to cut you out of my life completely. Eliminate and dissolve you from my being. I believed the only way for me to move forward was to forget you ever existed.
I used to think I only needed you for special occasions. That I could hit rock bottom and you'd be there to pick me up, brush me off, and lift me up. Just so I could ultimately get enough air to fall back down again. So I could forget you ever existed. I don't want to forget anymore.
We're not as different as I thought.
We are the same.
We need each other.
Like two sides.
That make a whole.
We are one.